Hello, Brats Babes. Good morning. I am sitting outside. It is going to rain. It has already rained. It's slightly chilly, but not nearly as cold as it is indoors. So I have like all these goosebumps on my neck and on my arms. Because I'm a little chilly. So anyway, a few things I wanted to talk about today. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. We're starting to creep into the season where I actually have a harder time physically. Pardon me. I'm still adjusting. One of my meds got adjusted, so I'm still adjusting to it. It can cause my stomach to be quite upset. Yeah. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about a variety of things, but I think what I'm going to start doing it to try to make things more organized, like each video that has a different topic of discussion, I would like to actually make separate videos. So, in this video, I would like to talk about the whole girl blogging, coquette, hyperfemininity, that kind of side of the internet, because I've been spending a lot of time in those circles, and it's very interesting. You see a lot of posts that are like kind of like a little disordered, a little bit like, gee, this definitely comes across as a little bit unhealthy. But there's also a lot of positive stuff there too, like women supporting women, lots of uplifting and lots of love and support. And I really love that. There is a huge lack in diversity though. You don't really see a whole lot of like disabled representation in the coquette like communities, the girly girl communities. You don't really see very much representation of disabled people. You do see a little bit of representation of people of color, but not nearly to the same extent as white people. So I actually on my Tumblr began making my own, like, I guess, aesthetic coquette, like, mood boards, like, I don't know, that are more inclusive. I really hope to even be able to find stuff that could be, curated for the chronically ill, disabled coquette girlies out there, because I don't know, I'm disabled, and we're entering the season where my outfits are about to be the cutest that they've ever been. However, the accessories with them kind of take away from it, at least according to societal standards and a lot of internalized ableism. So that's what today we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about my issues with my disability, and disabilities, plural, and how that kind of has impacted my view of myself, and how it's made me more aware of, I guess, it's made me more aware of how society handles disabled people. Most people have the luxury. They don't have to think about how disabled people are treated. They don't have to think about, the lack of resources. They don't have to think about whether things are accessible. And that's a luxury. That's a privilege. That really is. Oh boy, the neighbors let their dogs out. But yeah, like it's a privilege to be able to just completely remain oblivious to the disabled community and their plight. Because when you're in it, you don't have that privilege. You can't just choose to ignore it because it's your reality, it's your life. And I really hate the fact that, like, I feel like I could be wearing the cutest outfit ever, but the fact that I have a cane or the fact that I'm in my wheelchair, it makes me feel like I'm not as pretty as I could be. Like it's taking away from the outfit. This summer, my fiance and I plan on going to, like, Kennywood, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's in the Pittsburgh area. I freaking love Kennywood. I haven't been there since I was a kid, but it's like one of my favorite places. I have very fond memories. In my head, I even know the exact order of the rides I'll go on, what rides I'll go on, and when. That's the kind of person I am. I even planned out the outfit. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, wait a second. So it's going to be summertime. And that's a big amusement park. And it clicks for me that I'm going to be in my chair probably most of that day, other than when I get out to get onto rides. And that was kind of devastating, because it's like I have this really cute outfit set aside for it, because of course I do. I am always the type of person, whenever there's a big thing, the first thing I'm planning is my outfit. I have to know what I'm going to wear. I have to know how I'm going to wear it, what I'm going to do with my hair, what I'm going to do with my makeup. I plan all of it. I'm meticulous. Fashion is my number one love. Fashion and music. Because I can't live without music. My life has a soundtrack, and without it, I can't breathe. You know? So yeah. The neighbors calling for their dogs. They watch me out of curiosity sometimes, those dogs do. They watch me pick up a dandelion and like make a wish and blow the seeds everywhere, and looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, what is this human creature doing? Like, yes, we are baffling, strange creatures. You are absolutely right. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it sucks though, like to think like, I don't know, like, I feel like there should be more of an effort to make accessibility more mainstream, more normalized, and more, I guess, okay. Like, I don't know. And because at this point, like during the winter, I can get away with not using those things. I can get away with not using my cane as much. I can get away with not needing my wheelchair as much, depending on my fatigue level, because my fatigue level also plays a huge role in whether or not I'm going to rely on the chair or not. But it really sucks that as a society, we've come to believe that if you're in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter what you're wearing because you'll never be cute or pretty or beautiful. And I think that's really crappy. Like, my mom's noticed this too. Anytime she's out of her chair, she gets compliments. And they're like, oh, you've lost weight. Oh, this, that, and everything else. And it's like, my mom has an eating disorder. Stop. You know? And she even had to tell them to stop commenting on her weight and stuff, because it's really, like, triggering. Because she has suffered with, like, an eating disorder for a very long time. Like, a lot of disordered tendencies. She has a lot of bulimic tendencies. So, yeah. So, it's just like, I don't know. So, it's something that we have both noticed is the fact that we don't feel pretty when we have to use assistive devices. Mom uses a wheelchair for very different reasons than I do. And that's kind of a long story and not my medical business, really. She had a spinal injury and also has got some sort of like tumor or cancerous mass growing on her leg bones that's been kind of like spreading and making it hard for her to walk. She and I have actually got a very different relationship with our chairs, because for her, she views it as a prison and wants to be out of it as much as possible. And whereas me, I see it as relief and as a, I guess, way to have freedom in interacting with the outside world. Because now I can access it more easily without having to be stressed about, like, you know, my energy or my pain levels, you know? And so it's just like, I've been customizing my wheelchair to try to make it cute. It probably looks like trash, but I don't care. It's not going to look so bad when it's done. It's just not done yet. I spray painted it, and then I'm going to put rubber grip covers over the metal part of the wheel, the part that you grip. And those are gonna be purple. I painted the wheels themselves blue. The frame is pink, and then I'm gonna crochet covers for the seat and the like back part of the wheelchair and all that. So yeah. But I don't know. I wish there was a way to like make it feel like it fits my vibe better, I guess, for lack of better words. I don't know. But I've created a few new tags on Tumblr under the subcategory of coquette and girl blogging and all that other stuff that's associated. Mostly pertaining to like disabled, like, you know, like disabled people who, you know, are in these communities, such as myself. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to talk about today. I could show you guys my wheelchair. My place is a mess, but oh golly. My place is a mess right now, so bear with me. I'm kind of in the process of trying to get everything cleaned up, packed up, on top of being sick. And trying to get everything ready for moving. Oh. I almost left my vape out here. No bueno. The ground is very uneven, so it's a very treacherous... Oh, I chose a good time to go indoors. It's starting to sprinkle. It's really dark in here. I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm the only one here. It's like it's dark, so I have to be quiet. Yeah, that's logical. Okay, I'm going to turn on the light, and you guys are going to just see how bad this is. You can judge me, but just know, no matter how much you judge me, you can never judge me more harshly than I judge myself. So, here's my bag. It is a bag full of grocery bags. We take it and we usually take it to the recycling drop that they have at... I need a moment. Usually we take it to they have this big thing for the grocery bags outside of our grocery store for collecting them for recycling, I guess. So, yeah. That's what the bag is for. We also use some of them sometimes for our bathroom rubbish bin because it's so small. Reuse, you know. So, yeah. Okay, I think I'm feeling more stable now. All right. That's my wheelchair. Underneath of 2 totes full of boxes. Like, packed up. They're totes just packed up. I'm going to remove them from the wheelchair probably today. Within the next few minutes, actually. Over there is my pile of recycling. Yep, trifling. There's my other wheelchair. That one's going to go in the truck. Oh, yeah, and even more, even more recycling. Those bags of cans kind of spilling over by the wheelchair. There we go, by the wheelchair. Yeah, like, I know that it's trifling. And then I've got this sink full of dishes. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, but my house is a goddamn mess. This is straight up unacceptable, straight up trifling. And there is not a damn thing I can do about it. That's the thing. You guys have no idea how much this drives me insane, because it's just like, I used to be such a neat, tidy person. It helped me feel control of my space. And I think that that's had a huge effect on my mental health, is the fact that organized cleanliness was such a huge piece of, like, how I, like, valued myself. And now that I don't have that to lean on for self-value, and I don't have school grades to lean on for self-value, and now it kind of feels like I have nothing. And I think that that's what the YouTube channel was also to help me get, is to have something to feel good about. So yeah, my place might be a mess, but I can feel good about being honest about it. This is the side of disability that nobody wants to talk about. And that's why it really frustrates me when people moralize things like having a tidy home. Like, please, I'm tired of feeling like I'm a terrible person because I can't keep up with my house anymore. I should not be living alone. This is not, I'm not meant to live alone anymore. I've gotten to a point where I just can't. So yeah. That's kind of just like where I'm at with things. And I do feel better now that I've actually, like, I guess, shown you guys the truth of, like, the situation at hand. It's, like, really embarrassing because, like I said, they do, like, as a society, we do moralize a lot of things. Like, we really moralize ability. And that's why ableism is such a big issue. We see it as a character flaw rather than a personal, like, rather than an actual struggle or an actual, like, disability. We see it as a, you know, a flaw, as a moral failing. And I'm really tired of that. I'm tired of that ableism. I'm tired of the, and I'm really tired of, like, internalizing it. I'm tired of feeling like crap about myself and like I'm a failure because my apartment's a mess, because I need help. I do. And I just don't know what to do. You know, I don't know very many people who could help. My fiance works all the time to make sure that we can pay bills. So what can we, like, it's not like my fiance can really do anything. My fiance's over on the road, you know? I'm going to introduce him and what next time he's home, I think. So yeah. But anyway, I don't know, it's just like, and my mom would help. It's just right now, like, she's sick with the flu. I know this is insane, but she's actually more able-bodied than I am. But to be fair, what I have is progressive and is going to continue to get worse for the rest of my life, whereas hers is more of an injury that she's got to recover from or has been trying to push past. Because doctors said she'd never walk again, and she's been fighting that tooth and nail. But she makes me proud, honestly. Like, she's honestly, like, overcome a lot. Like, she's out of her chair, sometimes now, and, like, I don't know, she has some extent of, what's the word? Independence. And I think that between the both of us, it'll be easier to keep up with the house. Overall. That's just, I guess, where I'm coming from with it. Yeah, but right now she's got the flu. She got it from Auntie. Auntie gave her the flu. That's mostly because, like, all them kids that Auntie takes care of, they've just recently got done all being sick, and now Mom's sick, and Auntie's been unwell too. But yeah, this is my stool that I use for doing dishes when I have energy to, which is something I've obviously lacked the energy to do for the past 2 months. Honestly, for perspective, I can tell you guys how long it took for all of this to accumulate. The recycling that's piled up back here, that's overflowing, spilling out onto the floor, everywhere, that has been accumulating since winter. Easily since December, I want to say. Maybe January, February, maybe. It's been a few months. It's been over a month and a half for the dishes, maybe even longer. When's the last time I cooked myself real food? Oh yeah, that reminds me. I dirtied up the last pot, the big one on the stove. I made some chicken livers yesterday, and then I got too nauseous to eat them, so now they're in the fridge. Chicken liver is incredibly cheap, but it's also a good source of protein. I got an entire tub of it for like $2 at my grocery store. I just boil it. That's just what I do. I boil the chicken livers. That's how I prefer them. I might try them baked, though. That might sound really good, too. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, yeah, very unusual food to choose to eat, especially something you wouldn't expect from someone with ARFID, but I don't know, like, chicken and turkey livers are safe. Other animals, I won't eat. Nope. I tried beef liver once. Too fatty. Disgusting. Abhorrent texture. Oh. I saw the shadow of a moth and it freaks me out because it's like, oh no, a flying thing. Is it near me? I can't see, so if something flies at me, there's always that panic of, oh my god, am I about to die? So yeah. But yeah, but this is my chair. These are the parts that you grab with your hands to propel yourself forward. I'm going to put a like silicone or rubber cover over this part that's going to be purple. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop y'all like that. Obviously it's not the best paint job, but it'll do. If I pretend that the paint job is intentionally crappy, then we can roll with it, right? I ran out of paint. I need to finish it, but I'll do that whenever. I just don't have the energy anymore to even. And then I'm going to crochet like a cover to go over the fabric part, so we won't see where the paint got onto the fabric. So it will look a little less trashy that way. And then the paint will wear off of the wheels over time, so I'm not worried about the actual tires themselves. God willing. Oh. And now to lean against my counter. Because, oops. My blood pressure is kind of, trashed. Like, chronically. We have a problem where our blood pressure runs incredibly low in my family. I get it from my mom's side, I think. Yeah, it's like our blood pressure runs low when we're in our healthy weight range, but whenever we're obese, that's when it tends to be a little bit more iffy. It's like it's high, it's low, it's high, it's low, and you really can't seem to figure out the balance in between. That's what my mom's issue is. She's morbidly obese. She'll openly admit that and say that. It's like she's not in denial about it. She refuses to deny it, which I actually kind of admire, because that's like a really hard thing to. Oh golly, it's dark in here. Hold on a second, y'all. My night vision is not very good anymore. It used to be excellent. I could read in the dark once upon a time. Let me plug in my tree, or just go straight to the bedroom actually. And let there be light. So yeah, it's just like, my mom has a thyroid issue, and I'm not saying that like as any kind of excuse. It is just a genuine medical fact that my mom has a thyroid issue. Her mom had a thyroid issue, and her mom's mom had a thyroid issue. They run in the family. Hopefully I never have a thyroid issue, because I don't think my body physically could withstand gaining weight like that. But my mom's on medications, and she does admit that her dietary choices could be better. So even still, she doesn't use it as like an excuse. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people, if you're given like such a thing that can be used as an excuse, like I feel like they take it and run with it. And she's like, yeah, that plays a role, but it's mostly this. And I don't know, I have a great deal of respect for that kind of honesty, because it's really hard to be honest with yourself about these kinds of things. Because let's be real here, it's not about being honest to other people, it's being honest with yourself. That's the hardest part. And I think that that's part of why I've had such a hard time with showing you guys how bad things really are, because then that forces me to confront it as well and acknowledge it, and to not ignore it. But I do feel better having opened up about it, I'm not gonna lie. And if any of you guys are struggling with any physical or mental disabilities, like, because even depression can be like debilitating. It can be a disability, you know, at times, depending on like a lot of other factors as well. So yeah, like it could be genuinely debilitating. So like anyone who's like currently rotting in their house, apartment, bedroom, and it's a complete and utter disgusting mess, I see you and I don't judge you. You're not alone. I'm also rotting in a disgusting mess of an apartment. I desperately want to do something about it. Who knows, maybe I'll like live stream and like talk to you guys while I do the dishes, and then I'll completely get distracted and forget that I'm talking to you guys, and probably start randomly rambling about off the wall crap. Either that, or I'll just listen to YouTube while I clean, and like I normally always do. I like watching Shaun of Steel. He's kind of funny. Yeah, actually, sometimes I actually don't mind listening to Amberlynn Reed ramble a little bit while I do dishes and such. So yeah. Wow, I got a little bit off topic. I'm sorry, guys. I love how it's like, oh, let's talk about ableism, and then I get way off topic. Well, actually, I'm still kind of on topic, because like the whole moralizing of cleanliness. This is the state of my room, by the way. Look at all that clutter. That's my desk, believe it or not. And then over this way, my fiance's side of the room, got a lovely pile of clothes on the, hang on, there. The, phone chair. And then that's actually my frog hanging from the door of the, wardrobe. Mine doesn't have the same kind of handles, so I can't hang that froggy from them. She's a little ballerina frog. I got her the day I was born. She came from the hospital gift shop where I was born at. So yeah, that frog is 24 years old. Isn't she just so cute? Like, wow, what a girly. So coquette. So ballet core. Princess core. Okay. Golly. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, I really hope that this has been helpful to anyone else who has also felt like they are like a failure of a human for, like, I guess, struggling. I really hope that maybe, like, I've made others feel less alone, or maybe even, like, helped others to see that, you know, sometimes this stuff is just impossible for some people. Like, not everyone has the same level of ability, and mind over matter doesn't always work. Trust me, I've tried. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Like I said, I really hope that I've at least helped one person feel less alone. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye, Brad's babes.